You for coming here and spending this time here with me. I am currently in Bali in the middle of Ubud, and I am really having such a beautiful time. It has been a very peaceful, blissful experience, lots of lessons and new perspectives, especially on what yoga has really meant for me. So it's really nice to settle into this space and share this beautiful practice here with you today. So let's begin. We're just going to start by laying flat on the mat, just settling into the energy of the space, this energy of yourself, and really just feeling into your body. Maybe just bringing your legs up into your chest, giving yourself a beautiful, gentle hug, squeezing in your knees a little bit tighter to your chest, and just keeping this moment to just arrive in this space. Just going to grab our fingers around the bottom of our feet, cradling up into happy baby. Just swaying and rocking from side to side, just loosening up any tension that might be in our lower back, through our spine, gently opening our hips. And from here, we're just going to lay one of our legs flat down to the ground. It doesn't matter which one, just anyone that feels good right now. And just keeping our floating leg nice and straight, pointing all the way to the sky. And just find where you can meet your resistance with your hands, just cupping them around your ankle, around your leg in some way, and just squeezing your chest to your leg. And getting that nice stretch all the way up the back of your leg, through your hamstrings. And just releasing back down to the mat, just taking a few deep breaths before coming back in to hugging at that leg. And we're just going to do this a few times, just keeping this practice nice and slow. You're ready, just transitioning those legs to the other side. Placing your hand where you can around your backs of knees or your ankle. Squeezing your chest to your thigh. Coming back down onto the mat. Taking a nice deep breath in and squeezing. And just following that breath to movement. And when you have finished your last breath to movement, just coming back down straight, flat on your back again. I'm just going to bring both legs up to floating, crossing it over into like a four-leg position. So this is a reverse pigeon. Just grabbing your floating leg around the back of the knee and just pulling that nice and closely to your chest. Just taking a few deep breaths here, allowing that tension to just subtly and slowly release out of your body. And on your next breath, just switching sides, just placing the opposite foot across your knee, wrapping around the backs of your leg, pulling in close to your chest, and taking those nice deep long breaths. just finding yourself coming into a rocking position where you're rocking back and forth through your spine, tapping your toes onto the mat, and just rolling into a tabletop. I'm just going to start doing our cat-cow. So just rolling at our spine, rolling our spine all the way up to the roof, tucking in our chin. As we exhale, just pulling our belly button to the ground, opening up our heart space, and just keeping our breath to movement here. Just doing a few rounds, just feeling into any tension that may want to release here. And then making our way down into a child's pose, so knee on the outside of the mat, curling up into a bit of a ball here, chest close to the mat, forehead on the mat, and extending our hands all the way to the top. This is a beautiful place to come to cocoon ourselves in some stillness, relaxing that nervous system and taking a moment for ourselves. From here, I'm just going to come into the puppy pose. So keeping those knees to the ground, pulling our hips to the top of the roof, keeping that spine nice and straight as we keep our forehead to the ground. Maybe you want to place your hands in prayer position here and just coming back to that stillness. Breathing, softening, and then just slowly in time making your way into downward dog. So just placing our knees off the mat, heading to our hips to the roof, squeezing our chest to our thighs, and just pedaling out our heels. Our hands are locked in nice and tight, yet also soft. And then we're just going to kick whatever foot that you wish to the roof, and just touching our toes to the mat, kicking up to the roof, toes to the mat. I'm just going to do this for a few rounds. And once you reach that foot up to the roof again, we're going to just glide it over our side body and lift up our same arm, stretching all the way out and just curving that spine, opening up that chest and coming all the way back into downward dog. We're just going to do that on the opposite side. So kicking our toes up to the sky and back down to the mat. Up to the sky, down to the mat. And then once you reach back up to the sky again, just gliding that foot all the way to the opposite side of the mat, lifting up that same arm, opening up the chest, reaching and stretching. Take a deep breath in here. And then making our way back to downward dog. One more little squeeze here with our chest to our thighs. And then we're going to bring our favorite foot first to the top of the mat. Finding some stillness, using that drishti point to gain that balance, softening your knee, back knee down to the mat. And gliding our hands all the way up to the sky. We're just going to start doing some cactus poses here, so stretching really high. And as we exhale, bringing our elbows to the back of our body. Cactus arms here, reaching all the way up to the sky, back down to the side body. Just doing one more of this here. And then just placing both of our hands beside our foot. And we're just going to come into downward dog, just changing positions here, changing the side. So just doing your opposite leg to the top of the mat, finding that balance, softening that knee, And just reaching all the way up to the sky, just doing a few rounds here of cactus arms. Inhale and exhale, just keeping that breath close. And once you're finished here, we're just going to come back into that downward dog and meet here again. Maybe just doing a few little petals. Just resetting the self here again. And when you're ready, just bringing both our feet to the top of the mat, just feet wide apart, coming into Mulasana, hands together. Opening up that chest, maybe pulling our knees out, opening up the hips, and maybe just opening up that chin that little bit. Breathe. And then just coming into a seated pose here. So this is a beautiful position to just glide into from here, keeping our legs lifted off the mat, stretching our hands out to the side of our knees, engaging our core, taking a deep breath here. We're just going to do a few crunches. It's great to activate the root chakra, your abs, building that strength. And when you're finished here, do that extra one that you might want to push yourself into, and then just coming into a seated pose. Just re-engaging back with the breath here, softening as you reach all the way up to the sky. Take a nice long stretch and exhale to your favorite side, stretching out your side body, extending out through your fingertips. Maybe looking slightly up to the roof. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale to the opposite side. Just noticing if there's any difference between one side to the other. And just in your own time, just make your way through a few rounds of this side stretch. Each time just extending that little bit further, just breathing a little bit more deeper. And on the next round here, just take that nice long deep stretch all the way up to the sky and placing our hands together, bringing that into your chest. Softening that breath. Relaxing your shoulders, just taking a moment for yourself, for this beautiful practice, for the love within and without, people around us, the kindness, the gratitude. I thank you so much for joining me in the middle of Ubud for this beautiful gentle practice. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Enjoy wherever you are, and hope to see you in the next practice here with us. I send you so much love. Namaste.